Hey everybody, it's me, Julz Chan again, and welcome to another installment of The Movie Corner. Listen well, all of you. Spoilers, you fools! Okay, let's get the good out of the way. The good, Angelina Jolie, wonderful performance. She owns this role. I actually believe that I was watching Maleficent, this animated character, come to life. She's beautiful and graceful in her fairy form, with her wings and all, and she's also powerful and demanding and just having so much fun as the villain. And she knows how to be subdued that I didn't believe it was corny at all, or if she was chewing up the scenery. I think from now on, I'm just gonna see Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. Like, this is the role that we're gonna envision her in. Like, if we're gonna think Angelina Jolie, we're gonna think this. Now, another good thing would be the special effects. The world of the Moors, the fairy folk, wonderful. All the little cute little fairy folk in the rivers and the mud-dwelling ones and all the flower sprite thingies and the water fish nymph. They're so adorable. Of course, you know, this is the world of the fairies, and even the wood soldier things, they look cool. Although, I can't say the same thing about the three pixies, though. You know, the three pixies that are the Princess Aurora's aunts that are supposed to protect her. They don't look that good. But of course, with the visual effects, a bonus was we not only saw Maleficent with her wings and flying through the air, we actually saw it from her perspective and how much fun she's having, being guardian of the forest and defender of the fairy folk. We saw her in action, not just looking at her. We saw a lot of it also from her perspective, like from her view. That was really cool. Now, the bad, aside from the three scary pixies. The bad would be the story. It's not horrific or a laughing, mocking representation of the original fairy tale. This isn't really a retelling, it's more of a reimagining, and I can understand that, but they did say the directors did mention that they were trying to do justice and respect the material, the fairy tale that we all grew up with, but I still have to ask, how is this reimagining a good thing, especially if it's supposed to be the true story of Maleficent? For one thing, it tried to make Maleficent too much of a sympathetic character, that you couldn't really believe that this was the villain. There are times where she is wicked, that she is truly malevolent, Maleficent, during the christening, and how she flings soldiers around, and how she just laughs at other people's expense and stuff. But then you have too many cutesy moments where she's following Aurora around as a child, or being this protector of the forest and stuff. I understand, like, in order to understand a villain, we have to humanize them and tell it from their perspective, but it does it too well, to the point where it's taking her away from her villainous roots, since she is an established character. All I'm saying is it just does it too well. Not helped by the fact that the antagonist, King Stefan, has no redeeming qualities at all. I mean, for a movie that's trying to show a villain in a sympathetic light, it doesn't really show its antagonist in a sympathetic light either. Not even helped by the fact that the fairies are annoying and incompetent. And King Stefan, he's just so greedy, and yes, is, of course, the classic moment where he gives his child away to the fairies to take care of, to hide her and protect her, but he actually forcefully, rushfully descends into insanity over worry over Maleficent, that she's gonna come for him, to the point where he doesn't care about his wife dying. He doesn't even care about, like, the fact that his daughter is here too early. Like, oh, just lock her up, we're not gonna pay attention, let's focus on battle plans. Also, the story, it's shown that it takes place decades, and it has a huge sense of scope, but this movie is so short that it has to resort to fairy tale style cutaways and transitions, like actually someone narrate to us what's unfolding and what's like progressing. Like, oh, let's not show them progressing as children. Let's just skip to them being adults and we'll just narrate their progression and development. That was also a flaw with me, and it didn't really help that they did it like 2 times, 3 times if you count King Stefan's rushed and forced descent into madness. And also, while I did kind of like some of the fight scenes, it kind of took away my suspense of disbelief. Are they trying to tell a fairy tale story, or are they trying to tell a dark action story? Also, why was Angelina Jolie in tight leather pants? I understand, yeah, it looks cool as she got her wings back. This is, yeah, if this was suited for a modern day story to appeal to the modern day audience, but it's so out of place. She looks good in it, but it's so not for this era. Unless it was armored pants, I'm not gonna believe it that someone in this time period is wearing leather tight pants. The movie, there is a lot of good things to like about the movie. Angelina Jolie's performance, the visual effects, and a lot of good ideas. But you can't just thrive on the movie looking good and good ideas alone and strong actors. The story could have been so much better. It could have done a much better job at leveling, the morality. Show that good and evil in everyone, but here it's just black and white, but the roles reversed. And also, I understand Miss Fanning trying to make Aurora work as a real-life character, give her more personality. She's sweet, but even she can't make Aurora, Princess Aurora, one of the most bland of all the Disney princesses work. I'm sorry, and it's even worse with Prince Philip. He's just some idiot that just got dragged into this along for the ride. Although before I go, I will have to say that I did like it when it was not Prince Philip to bring her out of the sleep, but it was Maleficent's kiss, not her asking forgiveness, but hoping to protect her. Selling her regret. That's what I will have to give that a plus. But still, it's not enough to give this movie a high score. If I had to rate this movie, it would have to be a 3.4 out of 5 for trying, At least it tried. Angelina Jolie, I will remember you for this performance, but it could have been so much better. Alright guys, that's all the time I have. Please comment, please subscribe. Please let me know what you thought of the movie, and I will see you